Ahoy, hoy. Welcome back to part 2. Frank the cat. Yep, that's working. And Fernando the fish. Part 2. Really important of the Les Paul special. Now, you previously saw the Epiphone Grotty Guitar. Why didn't I say welcome to Grotty Guitars? Because this one isn't grotty. When I moved into, what should we call it, Hallam Towers, Sad Fernando basement, whatever it is. When I moved in here, put into Google, where's all the local guitar shops? Couple of the usual ones I used to go to turned up, but then one that I hadn't been to turned up, called in a town called Thame, called Vintage and Modern Guitars. It looked quite small, and I thought, oh great, it's another one of these shops that calls itself Vintage and Modern, and the two things it doesn't stock are vintage and modern guitars. However, I was really pleasantly surprised. It was empty. It was a nice day. Went in and they had not only a whole horde of vintage guitars, but some modern ones too. Nice bloke in there. Nice cramped space, couple of old amps, interesting new brands I'd not heard of before, but on the wall for, I think it was £20,000, was an old, I don't know if it's 52 or 57 gold top Les Paul with the trapeze bridge. And the guy saw me looking at it and I went, is that real? And he goes, yeah, do you want to try it? It's like, I've just got a house. No, I don't want to even touch it. I mean, having it hanging on a wall near me is dangerous enough. I go, no, it's quite a bit out of my price range at the moment. Yes, that's all right. You can try it if you want. No. Have you tried these? And I tried the brand I'm going to show you. I said, this isn't too bad. What else do they do? And he went into the loft of his, it's an oldie worldy type building, and he got another 2 or 3 out, and I tried them all. And I chose, bizarrely, this one. Well, Les Paul style, gold top, P90s, Revelation. Headstock, as you can see, is free of copyright of a certain other company beginning with G. And I love this. It plays beautifully. I think I have bought full price 2 guitars, including this one, from new. 3 guitars. I've only ever spent over £300 on a guitar, apart from obviously the ones I make, twice. And this is the second one. I haven't heard of Revelation, Gavin. Who are they? Right, well, you've heard me talk about Wilkinson and Wilkinson Trems and Trevor Wilkinson. This is Mr. Entwistle, who is, please go and look up Entwistle and look up Revelation and find out all the story about him and all the companies he's worked for and the guitars he's designed, because it's part of British electric guitar history. It's important. However, this is rather obviously an LP tribute, copy, what's the right word? 54, gold top, wonderful pickups, as you will hear, but I've done something a bit funny to it, because of course I can't not fiddle with guitars. The man himself bought the factory out there, looks after the QA, is really particular about the woods, how everything is made, about the pickups and the electronics. He's a bit of a guru on that as well. So, if you want a brand new Les Paul, but you don't have Gibson money, and maybe you're a bit suspicious of Epiphone, or everybody's got an Epiphone, go and find a stockist for Revelation, because they are Revelation. Unsurprisingly, yet again, well, maybe surprisingly, but in a moment you'll understand why unsurprisingly, this is out of tune. Just one moment. And we're back in the room. Now, as usual, I am playing through the Fender Deluxe Reverb VM. So it does have some digital effects on it, but it is a tube amp. So just this pickup. Just the neck pickup. It's got all the sounds that you want from a Les Paul, and it feels great. One. Let's try with a little bit of drive. It is superb, but there is something a bit funny about this one, and we're going to stop the video in a moment and start again, probably tomorrow, because who's got the best tone? Tone is such a stupid word, it doesn't mean anything. And there's always the argument about what size strings have you got, and people call anything 9 and below lady strings, which is bizarre. And you always hear about Stevie Ray Vaughan using 13s. Make life easier, use lighter strings. Billy Gibbons uses 7s. What the hell is that like? Well, let me show you. I put 7s on this. It's like playing with bits of string. They're fine. Exactly, they're what you thought they'd be. A wonderful, beautiful, soul-singing mid-range Les Paul copy for affordable money. I think it was about 350 quid. I'm not one to say it was money well spent on anything over 100 quid for guitars, let's face it. And it's one of only 3 guitars I've ever bought brand new. But by golly, it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. Right. You've heard that sound? Remember it in your ears. I'm going to change them for 10s and let's see what happens. New strings on it. Instead of the 7s that were on it before, I've put a series of 10s on here. I've even put them over the back of the stop bar, which some people do in order to get allegedly a lower brake angle over the bridge. It makes the strings slinkier. Does it? Don't know. Don't believe so. But I thought I'd try it. As I've said before, this is an excellent Les Paul. Beautiful and clear. Let's try a little bit of drive on there. I think, I'll be completely honest, as with all guitars, there's things I'd like to change. I'd like to change the tuners, but they're the correct style for the guitar. I like the neck. I like the body. I even like the gloss plastic coating on this. This is one of the best Les Pauls I've played. It's better than a lot of Gibsons. The pickups are fantastic, as you can hear. I mean, genuinely fantastic. just lovely. So, putting the new strings on it, putting 10s on it instead of 7s, has turned it into an absolute beast. This will not be going back into storage for a while. This will be staying down here in a case for me to play. As with all guitars, there's something I don't like. Les Paul's way a bit. What's all this stuff back here? It's not got no use. And can I play it down here? Maybe one of the next guitars I get to make, I should address some of my dislikes with the Les Paul. Output jack's in the right place. Pickups, neck, perfect. Enough access. Bindings are good. The frets are excellent. The tuners I change. I'll take some of the weight away from the body. I'd get rid of some of the sharper angles, but this is as good as they get. If you want a Les Paul, then not even if you're in the market for an Epiphone Les Paul. If you're in the market for a Les Paul, find a Revelation stockist and try them out. You might come across a crap one. I think this is superb. I wish they'd had a Les Paul recording version in stock. The guy in the shop said he didn't have any in stock because they weighed too much. It's also, a bit of an acquired taste, I'm sure. But there we go. A not so grotty guitar, certainly not cheap, and worth every penny. Good Lord, am I ill? Is that it? Have I come down with a virus? Must be. Anyway, until next time, toodle pip, and let's work out what guitar I'm going to look at next.